Caspians, do not panic, okay? Don't panic on what's happening in the Kaspa price action right now. Just look at what's happening as a great DCA opportunity. This is the times when the men are separated from the boys when it comes to price action, right? There's gonna be people that gonna panic selling Cas because they're seeing this retrace, and I'm gonna dive into some TA for you guys, what's happening in Cas, why we're seeing this price action that we're seeing right now, and we're gonna break it down. So Caspians, if you're tuning in, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, watch the video until the end so you don't miss anything. Let's dive in. So I had these lines drawn way back in September, right? I did say, well, you know, if you look at Cas, let's take a look at, for example, the weekly, right? Oh, hold on, let me zoom in so you can see that. If you look at Cas on the weekly, man, you could have saw this double top that was forming that I mentioned, but I did say, hey, we were coiling up and we could have made, you know, it was coiling up to look like a cup and handle pattern. So that was the point that I was looking at, like, well, we did start to coil back up. Let me go back into the 1 hour chart so you guys could see. On the 1 hour, we did start to coil back up, and that was looking like a cup and handle pattern, right? But we didn't break these resistances, and you see what's happening in the news. I'm sure a majority of you have seen it with Israel and Palestine and the conflict that is going on. Prayers to all the civilians and innocents that are harmed, that you know, their families that have passed away, man, you know, that have been suffering through all of this. Just prayers go out to the innocent affected, right? The Kaspa team, the core devs of Kaspa, are also located in Israel. So the overall market on a whole, right, I guess you could consider this a black swan event. I thought black swan events are supposed to be, you know, rare. I thought black swan events are supposed to be, you know, happen like once every few years or something. How much black swan events have we had these past 2 years, right? It's crazy, right? We even see a tweet where Vitalik, I shared that in my Telegram group. Hold on, let me show you guys. I shared that in my Telegram group. Vitalik was selling his Ethereum, right? And I was like, well, is this a time to, you know, go in stables because of what's happening? So overall, the market are looking not that great. So right here, Ethereum Foundation sold 1,700 ETH, right? So overall, the markets aren't looking great. And because of what's happening, again, you could consider this a black swan event with the war that broke out between Israel and Palestine. Kaspa's core devs located in that area, boom, we see this retrace, right? And it came right down to my levels that I was targeting. I had these levels drawn, 4.2 cent, maybe the 4 cent level. So what we're going to be looking for is to hold support at the 4 cent level. That's what we are going to be looking at, man. It's crazy how crypto is, man, how things just happen out of nowhere, and then, you know, all of a sudden there's panic. There's people that are worried. There's people that are like, whoa, is it, you know, they'll see a retrace like this and be like, Kaspa is over. Is it over? No, it's not over. Nothing has changed in the fundamentals, guys. I see these this retrace for the people that were thinking, hey, Kaspa is a bit over, you know, obviously anything under 5 cent is not expensive. I'll be honest, anything under 5 cent Cas is not expensive. But if people are looking for better entries, let's see if you man up now. Let's see if you man up and start dollar cost averaging into Cas at these levels as it retraces, right? So again, like I said, I saw, like I was saying, like, you know, maybe it was a cup and handle because we were pushing up here, but then the rejection happened. I thought, like in my previous video, we were gonna go sideways, but who could predict a war, right? Who could predict a war? You tell me. Nobody saw that coming. Like, that just happened out of nowhere, right? So because of that, a lot of the markets took a huge hit. Kaspa's core developers are also located in, you know, are also located in Israel, and that's why we're seeing this massive retrace. But again, I did see the double top as well, and I was like, well, we could come back down to these levels. Y'all saw my lines were drawn for the longest. I did not move them, and look at that, targets hit, right? If I was a trader, I could have put in a short anywhere around this breakout. I could have started my the breakdown. I could have started a short, right? And again, it came down to that 4.2 cent like I have here on my lines. So what are we looking for? Like I said earlier, we're looking to hold this 4 cent level. That's the level we're looking to hold, and hopefully we keep that as support. Let me zoom out onto the daily for, let's see here. Okay, yeah, that's what we're looking for. Hold that 4 cent support, Cas. You know, if it doesn't hold that 4 cent support, the next place where it would go to is 3 cent. That would be the next support level. If it doesn't hold 4 cent, we would more than likely see 3 cent. Okay, so don't panic. Overall, long term, this is again, this is the unicorn of the cycle. This is the beast, the monster of the cycle. This is the number one altcoin to have in your portfolio this cycle. The best layer one we've seen in the history of crypto, right? Things like this do happen. You could call this a black swan event. If that war didn't happen, guess what? If that war didn't happen, the cup and handy would have played out, right? If the Israel and Palestine conflict did not happen, guys, the cup and handy that I drew would have played out. But boom, just like that, out of nowhere, you know, and I talked about it in my Telegram, I talked about it in the live stream, like, man, a lot of projects are down because of this, you know, Bitcoin as well, retracing back down because of this, right? Look at that, Bitcoin coming down because of that, and that, you know, again, would affect the entire market. Just like last year when the Ukraine and Russia war took place, what happened to the markets? Now we see Israel and Palestine. What happened to the markets, right? The markets are all psychological, guys. And when events happen outside of the market that are as massive as a war in the Middle East, that could potentially affect the US, guess what happens to price action, man? We see these retraces, we see these corrections, right? So guys, Caspians, if you're tuning in, again, don't panic about this price action. Just use these opportunities as a way for you to dollar cost average into cash. You're gonna get a 4 cent CAS instead of getting a 5 cent CAS. I'd be happy to scoop CAS up at 4 cent. And if we lose these supports, we could see 3 cent. Those are going to be the crucial levels for CAS. 3 cent is the crucial level, right? And those are the levels we're going to be looking at for CAS, guys. So again, like I said, just dollar cost average in, and you know, don't be a panic seller. Be a man. Don't be a little boy, man. Don't see price action like this and start to, you know, be in fear. Don't be in fear, man. Don't be in fear. DCA, if you didn't get the bag of cash you're happy with, this is why I paid. That's why I always tell you guys the dollar cost average, because imagine if you put in your entire order of cash at 5 cent. Now you're gonna be watching your, you know, you put in your entire order at 5 cent, 5.2 cent. You're seeing your order retrace. You're seeing your money go down. All of a sudden you're worried. Imagine if you dollar cost average, like I've been saying, you dollar cost average and you buy $100 every few days, right? Now you could have been like, whoa, I got so much cheaper cash. I'm so happy about that. I'm so glad I didn't buy my entire order in one buy. I was patient, right? And that's how a lot of people are going to be. There's going to be a lot of people that are scooping up this dip, and no long-term cash is going to be the biggest altcoin in the space next to Bitcoin, man. They know. So typically I go through X's or tweets to through the video. This time around it's just all price action, because I know a lot of people are like, yo, what's going on, what's happening, right? And we have a tweet right here from Jim Skibum just to close out the video. CAS devs are the most committed of all devs in crypto. They don't even get paid except for whatever the community is able to fundraise for them, ceaselessly contributing to the vision of a scalable stateless money in both times and peace and in times of war. So Michael Sutton, again, the Kaspa core devs are located in Israel, and they're already giving their statements. Hey, don't worry, we are in safe locations. I'll get more into that in the next video. This one was more focused on the technical analysis. But our sages say, wisdom I am taught through harsh times is that which stands for me. DK has originated through 2020 to 2021 and during long pandemic quarantines. I guess its realization might be done in challenging times as well, but that would be the strength of it, not a weakness, right? So the Kaspa devs, they're going strong. Even a war will not stop them from completing their vision, the vision that Satoshi once had, Satoshi's original vision of creating a new financial system that is truly decentralized, from free of the oligarchs and the centralized trillionaires of the world that just take from the little person, just take from the people making an honest living, and you know, pretty much being evil to people like you and me, right, when it comes to the financial system. So that's what Kaspa is, Kaspa's vision truly is, to be that new stateless, decentralized financial system, that new peer-to-peer money that everyone can use, free of the oligarchs and the centralized authorities. So Caspians, if you believe in that vision, man, this is where the men and boys are separated. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the videos with your friends and family. I'll catch you in the next one.